Can you answer the question?
No, it is a trick question.
Please answer the question.
No, the defense is wrong.
Are you sure?
For more than 3 decades, My Cousin Vinny has remained one of the most loved courtroom comedies ever made, praised for its humor, unforgettable characters, and surprisingly accurate legal moments. But hidden inside this classic film is a huge blooper that many viewers never noticed.
We agreed to get married as soon as you won your first case. Meanwhile, 10 years later, my niece, the daughter of my sister, is getting married. My biological clock is ticking like this, and the way this case is going, I ain't never getting married.
Now, this overlooked detail has finally caught attention, making people look at the movie in a completely different way. How could such a noticeable mistake remain hidden for so long? Join us as we uncover the huge blooper in My Cousin Vinny that nobody noticed until now. The hidden details and hilarious bloopers behind My Cousin Vinny. In a film filled with racial tension and sensitive historical themes, studio officials were concerned that some A-list actors might not properly represent the characters within the Southern setting. The challenge of handling such a serious subject with care was significant, and the management decided to choose actors who could better respect and portray the complexity of Southern history. With authenticity as a major priority, the studio selected Ralph Macchio and Mitchell Whitfield for their roles. Both actors successfully handled the challenges of their characters with cultural awareness and a deeper understanding of the story's setting. Their performances helped create a more thoughtful representation of the region's complicated past while allowing Billy and Stanley to become unique, layered characters that connected with audiences. Their work brought a sense of realism to the film and helped strengthen My Cousin Vinny's reputation as a cultural classic that continues to entertain viewers. Everyone knows My Cousin Vinny as a hilarious legal comedy, but the beloved 1992 film also contains several surprising mistakes that many viewers never noticed. The movie has found a new streaming home, and as of May 1st, it became available on Peacock, giving fans another chance to revisit the courtroom comedy and discover details they may have missed before. Like many films, My Cousin Vinny has a few noticeable production errors hidden throughout the movie. One of the most interesting mistakes involves Marisa Tomei's unforgettable performance as Mona Lisa Vito. In one of the film's most famous scenes, Mona Lisa impresses the jury by explaining a car's differential system. She uses her hands to demonstrate how the gears work, creating a memorable moment that showcases her confidence and intelligence. However, careful viewers discovered that while Tomei's performance was powerful and convincing, the hand movements she used to explain the mechanics were not completely accurate. As she described the technical differences, her gestures appeared to show a different movement from the actual system she was discussing. This small mistake went unnoticed for years because the scene moved so quickly. The fast-paced dialogue, sharp humor, and exciting courtroom energy covered the inconsistency perfectly. Mona Lisa's evidence became Vinny's most important legal weapon, creating a courtroom moment that was both entertaining and unforgettable. For My Cousin Vinny fans, this blooper is a true cinematic treasure. It adds another layer of charm to an already beloved classic. It serves as a fun reminder of the creative process behind filmmaking, where even small imperfections can become memorable parts of a movie's legacy. This mistake has become similar to other cinematic Easter eggs, hidden details that give fans another reason to appreciate a film. These unexpected moments of genuine emotion, natural mistakes, and humor help make movies feel more real and timeless. Another mistake involves a background character who appears to move between locations unusually quickly, almost as if playing a fast game of hide-and-seek between the courtroom and the BBQ restaurant. Viewers have also noticed the changing color of Mona Lisa's nail polish, creating a small mystery throughout the movie. These little inconsistencies add a humorous touch to an already memorable film. Just when viewers think Vinny's car cannot become any stranger, the Cadillac emblem suddenly disappears. There is also an extra who appears to take her final bow more than once, creating another amusing continuity error. Each of these mistakes feels like a secret joke shared with observant viewers. They add personality to the movie and make every rewatch more enjoyable. Beyond the visible bloopers, My Cousin Vinny also takes creative freedom with some legal details. The film creates a fun courtroom experience, but some moments would not happen exactly the same way in a real legal setting. For example, certain expert testimony accepted by the judge would likely have received more scrutiny in an actual courtroom. The police lineup scene also includes details that make suspect identification seem much simpler than it would be in real life. The movie plays with legal accuracy for the sake of comedy. While Vinny's courtroom strategies are entertaining, real-life legal procedures would require a much stricter approach. However, following every legal rule was never the goal. The film's purpose was to create a clever and funny courtroom comedy. These mistakes and creative choices only add to the film's playful nature, transforming a serious legal process into an unforgettable comedy. Director Jonathan Lynn worked carefully to balance courtroom accuracy with humor in My Cousin Vinny. By combining realistic legal details with perfect comedic timing, he created a film that gained praise from lawyers and judges. The movie became so respected for its courtroom scenes that it has even been used as an example in law school courses. My Cousin Vinny remains a special film because it combines intelligence, humor, memorable performances, and even a few mistakes that make it feel more human and enjoyable. The brilliant making of My Cousin Vinny. In 1992, Hollywood welcomed My Cousin Vinny, a hilarious masterpiece that brought a fresh and unforgettable style to courtroom comedy. The film captured audiences with its unusual characters, clever script, and perfectly timed courtroom humor. At the center of it all was Vincent LaGuardia Gambini, a struggling and inexperienced attorney played brilliantly by Joe Pesci. His unusual personality, humorous approach, and unexpected legal skills turned him into one of the most memorable characters in comedy history. The film created a unique combination of laughter, legal drama, and unforgettable moments that allowed it to build a strong cult following. Even years after its release, My Cousin Vinny continues to entertain viewers because of its sharp humor, memorable performances, and entertaining look at the challenges of the legal system. Vinny Gambini, a man from Brooklyn with only 6 weeks of legal experience, suddenly found himself facing one of the most difficult challenges of his life. He had to navigate the complicated world of a rural Alabama courtroom, a place that would have been challenging even for a highly experienced lawyer. For someone like Vinny, who was still learning the basics of courtroom practice, the situation seemed almost impossible. However, Vinny's confidence, humor, and determination helped him handle the pressure. His unusual personality eventually earned the respect of Judge Chamberlain Haller, played by Fred Gwynne, in an outstanding performance. This gave Vinny the opportunity to show that, despite his lack of experience, he had the ability to think quickly and use his legal knowledge when it mattered most. Far away from the busy streets of New York City, Vinny had to defend his cousin and childhood friend in a serious trial. The case placed him in a high-pressure situation where every decision mattered. Although he lacked courtroom experience, he refused to give up and worked hard to prove that he was capable of handling the responsibility. Vinny was not alone in this difficult legal journey. He was joined by Mona Lisa Vito, a confident and intelligent character portrayed by Marisa Tomei. Mona Lisa brought a powerful energy to the film with her sharp mind, strong personality, and impressive knowledge of automobiles. Her relationship with Vinny added another layer of entertainment to the story, creating a memorable partnership between the two characters. Marisa Tomei's performance as Mona Lisa Vito became one of the strongest parts of the film. Her quick wit, confident attitude, and razor-sharp humor provided the perfect balance to Vinny's personality. She brought energy and intelligence to every scene, Whether she was explaining automobile details to Vinny or confidently standing on the witness stand, her remarkable performance earned her an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actress. Tomei's portrayal of Mona Lisa Vito gave the movie an extra spark and helped make the character one of the most respected and remembered female characters in comedy films. The performances throughout My Cousin Vinny were so convincing and carefully delivered that even a hidden blooper managed to go unnoticed. However, behind the scenes, the creative team had their own special approach that helped shape the film into the classic it became. The person responsible for bringing this unique comedy to life was Jonathan Lynn, the British-born director of My Cousin Vinny. Born in 1943, Lynn developed a long and successful career in the entertainment industry. His experience across different areas of filmmaking helped him become known as a talented and versatile creator. With My Cousin Vinny, Jonathan Lynn showed his ability to combine comedy with careful attention to detail. He understood how to balance humor with courtroom tension, creating a film that worked as both a comedy and a legal drama. His direction helped transform the movie into a cult classic and strengthened his reputation as one of the respected names in filmmaking. Before becoming a successful director and writer, Lynn began his career on stage. He performed in the play Green Julia before taking on the role of Motel the Tailor in the CBS Records production of Fiddler on the Roof in 1967. His journey was unexpected because he had graduated from Cambridge University with a law degree, but he followed his passion for entertainment and continued developing his skills. Over time, Lynn became involved in many parts of the entertainment world. He worked as a filmmaker, producer, writer, actor, and director, building a career that showed his creativity and versatility. His name became closely connected with British comedy as he continued improving his writing and directing abilities. From his early theatrical performances to his television work, Jonathan Lynn continued to grow professionally. His creativity, humor, and dedication helped him become one of the most recognized writers and directors in British entertainment. His ability to combine strong storytelling with comedy made his work stand out. When Lynn directed My Cousin Vinny, his filmmaking skills were tested in a new way. He had to carefully balance comedy with courtroom drama, creating a movie that could make audiences laugh while still keeping them interested in the legal conflict. His understanding of timing, character development, and humor helped create a film that connected with both viewers and critics. Through My Cousin Vinny, Lynn demonstrated his originality and strengthened his position as a creative force in cinema. The movie became an important achievement in his career and showed his ability to create something both entertaining and memorable. Behind the scenes, the production also had moments of unexpected humor. During one scene, director Jonathan Lynn had to hide because he could not stop laughing. Instead of sitting openly behind the camera, he removed himself from view so the filming could continue. This moment reflected the enjoyable and collaborative atmosphere that existed during the making of My Cousin Vinny. Lynn encouraged his actors to bring authenticity and personality into their performances, and that decision helped create scenes that became some of the most memorable moments in the film. The teamwork between the director, cast, and crew played an important role in shaping the movie's lasting legacy. The unexpected journey behind My Cousin Vinny's creation and iconic cast. It all began with an unexpected meeting between Dale Lauer and a law student who was preparing to take the bar exam. Although it seemed like an ordinary conversation, the encounter sparked a powerful creative idea within Lauer. He began imagining a fascinating possibility. What if someone was wrongly accused of a crime, and their lawyer was a struggling attorney who had failed the bar exam 13 times? This unique idea became the foundation for what would later become the beloved courtroom comedy My Cousin Vinny. Inspired by this thought-provoking concept, Lauer dedicated himself to understanding the legal system and the complexities of human behavior. He wanted the story to feel authentic, so he researched deeply into courtroom procedures, legal details, and the personalities involved in the justice system. To make sure his vision was accurate, He traveled throughout the southern United States, studying the region's culture, traditions, and way of life. Lauer's journey through the South became an important part of the film's identity. His experiences helped shape the movie's realistic portrayal of Southern food, local attitudes, and everyday life. His research influenced even the smallest details, including the famous response from a diner cook when Vinny asked about the food. These simple but memorable moments helped create the perfect balance between comedy and authenticity, making the Southern setting feel real and engaging. Through his careful research and dedication, Lauer ensured that My Cousin Vinny would become more than just another courtroom comedy. The film became a tribute to the culture and people of the region, capturing the unique atmosphere of the South and connecting with audiences for decades. When the studio began searching for the perfect actor to play Vinny Gambini, many famous names were considered. Andrew Dice Clay was among those discussed, while other well-known actors such as Danny DeVito, Peter Falk, Robert De Niro, and Jim Belushi were also possibilities. Screenwriter Dale Lauer originally hoped Robert De Niro would take the role, but studio executives questioned whether he could successfully handle the comedy required for the character. After the search for the right actor continued without success, director Jonathan Lynn stepped in. Instead of focusing on Hollywood's biggest names, Lynn looked toward Joe Pesci, believing his New Jersey background and natural street-smart personality were exactly what the role needed. Lynn encouraged Pesci to bring elements of his own life experiences into the character, allowing Vinny Gambini to feel genuine and memorable. Pesci used memories of the colorful personalities from his Jersey neighborhood to shape Vinny's unique style, humor, and confidence. His performance brought an authenticity that impressed both audiences and critics. However, the casting challenges continued when experienced actresses Lorraine Bracco and Carol Davis turned down the role of Mona Lisa Vito. Determined to find the perfect actress, Jonathan Lynn took a chance on Marissa Tomei. Although she had less experience than some of the other actresses considered, Lynn believed she had the personality, confidence, and energy needed for Mona Lisa Vito. Despite doubts from some production executives, Lynn's decision proved successful. A chance meeting between Tomei and Lynn on another movie set became a major turning point. After seeing her talent, Lynn strongly supported her for the role. Tomei's audition impressed everyone and helped establish her as one of Hollywood's brightest stars. The casting process for Billy and Stanley was also challenging, with talented actors like Ben Stiller and Will Smith competing for the roles. However, beyond the excitement of famous names, the most important goal remained finding the right actors to bring the characters and the story to life. From comedy classic to courtroom masterpiece, the incredible attention to detail behind My Cousin Vinny was impressive, but even the most carefully prepared productions could not prevent every unexpected mistake. One small blooper managed to slip through, proving that even the best set designs and planning could still create surprising moments that added a unique charm to the film. For screenwriter Dale Lauer, the courtroom was never just a place where comedy could happen. It was a respected environment that demanded accuracy, discipline, and a deep understanding of legal procedures. His dedication to getting every detail right helped give the film a level of credibility that connected with both legal professionals and everyday viewers. Lauer's commitment to realism transformed My Cousin Vinny from a simple comedy into something much more meaningful. The movie became a legal lesson that entertained audiences while also showing the importance of courtroom strategy, preparation, and knowledge. Even experienced legal experts were impressed by the careful way Lauer presented the legal system and built the story around realistic courtroom situations. In the unpredictable world of filmmaking, the journey of Marissa Tomei in My Cousin Vinny also showed how powerful a strong performance could be. Her near removal from the movie highlighted the challenges actors sometimes face during production and how one decision can completely change a career. At first, the studio considered removing Tomei's character, Mona Lisa Vito, from the film. That decision could have changed the future of the rising actress, but circumstances worked in her favor. Tomei's energetic and unforgettable performance as Mona Lisa Vito became one of the strongest parts of the movie. Her confidence, personality, and sharp delivery captured the attention of audiences and critics, eventually helping her achieve Oscar-winning success. The story behind My Cousin Vinny reveals much more than what viewers see on screen. It is a story of careful preparation, determination, and the importance of respecting details. The film's success came from the combination of strong writing, accurate courtroom elements, and memorable performances. From the screenwriter's dedication to realistic legal scenes to the unexpected blooper that remained unnoticed, these details reveal the unique process behind filmmaking. They show how small moments can sometimes add another layer of personality and authenticity to a movie. The impact of My Cousin Vinny went beyond comedy fans. The film also gained recognition from members of the legal community, who appreciated its surprisingly accurate portrayal of courtroom procedures. What began as a courtroom comedy eventually earned respect in legal circles and became one of the few films recommended for lawyers and law students. Because of its legal accuracy and smart trial tactics, My Cousin Vinny developed a strong following among real-life legal professionals. Many law schools began using the movie as a teaching resource, allowing students to study courtroom strategies, witness examination, and trial preparation through an entertaining example. The film's reputation continued to grow as universities recognized its educational value. Institutions such as the University College and Oklahoma State University supported its use in learning materials, while the University of Arizona also included the movie as part of its academic assignments. The courtroom battles of Vinny Gambini and his unforgettable approach to law had officially moved from the big screen into classrooms. Vinny Gambini, the determined legal underdog, achieved another major victory when the American Bar Association recognized My Cousin Vinny as one of the best law-themed movies ever made. The film earned a place alongside respected legal classics such as To Kill a Mockingbird and 12 Angry Men, proving that a movie could be both funny and legally meaningful. Behind Vinny's fast responses and confident courtroom arguments was another important influence. Director Jonathan Lynn had personal knowledge of a real-life trial, and that experience helped shape the movie's legal details. The opening defense speech, which became one of the film's memorable moments, was inspired by techniques used in actual courtroom settings. Because of this connection to real legal experiences, My Cousin Vinny was not simply pretending to understand the legal world. The film was built with genuine awareness of courtroom practices and trial strategies. A knowledgeable Cambridge lawyer once emphasized that a great legal movie must be as accurate as a judge's gavel. This idea influenced Jonathan Lynn as he developed the film. He focused on removing unnecessary story elements and making sure each legal detail felt believable. Lynn also rejected the idea of making Vinny less capable by giving him a learning difficulty. He wanted to protect the character's sharp, street-smart personality and allow his success to come from determination, experience, and persistence. The original script contained a major twist that revealed Vinny had dyslexia, which was responsible for his 6 failed attempts at passing the bar exam. However, Jonathan Lynn believed that this storyline would not work effectively in the final movie. He decided to remove that part and instead focus on Vinny's determination, confidence, and ability to overcome challenges through hard work. This decision helped create the unforgettable character audiences know today. Vinny Gambini's journey became a story about persistence, intelligence, and refusing to give up, making My Cousin Vinny a lasting combination of comedy and courtroom brilliance. The hidden detail that changed My Cousin Vinny forever. Dale Lauer, the writer of My Cousin Vinny, faced a major concern when an important part of the movie's original concept was removed. The deleted subplot focused on Vinny Gambini's dyslexia, and its removal created a noticeable gap in understanding his character. This was a key part of Vinny's backstory because it explained why he struggled so much during his journey to become a lawyer. According to Lauer, removing the dyslexia storyline changed the way audiences viewed Vinny. Without that explanation, the character appeared to be someone who failed the bar exam 6 times simply because he was not capable enough, instead of someone who faced challenges because of dyslexia. The difference was important because understanding that Vinny was dyslexic gave his past struggles a completely different meaning. When the audience knows about Vinny's dyslexia, his journey becomes easier to understand. His repeated failures are no longer seen as a result of laziness or lack of intelligence. Instead, they show the difficulties he had to overcome before finally passing the bar exam. Without that information, viewers were left with questions about why Vinny behaved the way he did and why he seemed unprepared despite becoming a lawyer. This confusion became even stronger in the courtroom scenes. After Vinny finally becomes a lawyer, the judge gives him a very large book on criminal court procedure in Alabama. Without knowing about the dyslexia subplot, the audience may wonder what is happening with Vinny and why he appears so unfamiliar with the legal process. The missing explanation leaves a question that does not have a satisfying answer. In filmmaking, some decisions can create unexpected results. Although Dale Lauer was initially worried that removing the dyslexia angle would confuse viewers, the change eventually helped the movie move smoothly from Vinny's difficult journey of passing the bar exam into the main focus of the story. Instead of spending too much time explaining his personal struggles, the film was able to concentrate on his determined effort to defend his cousin and friend from a killing conviction. This shift allowed My Cousin Vinny to focus on what made the movie special: Vinny Gambini's unusual courtroom style, his confidence, his determination, and his emotional commitment to proving the truth. His bold personality and fearless approach became the center of the movie, creating a legal comedy that was both funny and meaningful. Beyond its humor, My Cousin Vinny also gained attention for its surprisingly accurate portrayal of courtroom procedures. While many legal films take creative liberties with the justice system, this movie paid close attention to important details. The film showed realistic rules about evidence, courtroom behavior, and witness testimony. These details helped it stand apart from other legal comedies. The movie became so respected for its accuracy that it has been referenced in legal discussions and judicial decisions. For people studying law, My Cousin Vinny is often viewed as more than just a comedy. It is considered a valuable example of courtroom behavior and legal strategy presented in an entertaining way. Many legal dramas follow a serious and predictable style, but My Cousin Vinny takes a completely different approach. It combines humor, memorable characters, and important lessons about the justice system. The movie makes audiences laugh, while also reminding them about the seriousness of criminal cases and the importance of fairness, especially when someone's life is at risk because of a serious conviction. The film succeeds because it balances comedy with a strong message about justice. It is entertaining, but it also provides insight into the challenges of courtroom battles and the importance of preparation, knowledge, and determination. For aspiring lawyers and law students, the movie offers an enjoyable way to understand some of the important elements of legal proceedings. In My Cousin Vinny, the legal world is presented as an unusual challenge, and Vinny Gambini is far from a traditional lawyer. His unconventional courtroom methods, his strong personality, and his complicated relationship with Mona Lisa Vito make him a unique figure in the legal comedy genre. The movie proves that success does not always come from following the expected path. Vinny's victory comes from his ability to think differently, use his skills, and remain determined to help the people he cares about. The character's clever strategies and memorable moments bring a fresh perspective to the legal genre and show that an underdog can succeed with intelligence, confidence, and a strong sense of purpose. Although My Cousin Vinny received widespread praise and recognition for its performances, another unexpected part of its popularity came from bloopers. These behind-the-scenes mistakes and unscripted moments have become an important part of modern entertainment. What was once limited to editing rooms has now become something audiences enjoy watching. Bloopers provide viewers with a different look at movies and television shows. They reveal moments when actors make mistakes, forget lines, or experience unexpected situations while filming. These moments create a connection between the audience and the performers because they show the natural and human side of entertainment. Behind the polished appearance of Hollywood productions, bloopers remind viewers that actors are real people who can make mistakes just like everyone else. These moments reveal humor, honesty, and personality beyond the characters they play on screen. Seeing famous performers experience ordinary mistakes often makes audiences appreciate them even more. My Cousin Vinny is widely considered one of the greatest legal comedies ever made because it combines humor with realistic courtroom details. The movie is not only funny, but also remarkably accurate, which makes it stand out among other films in the genre. Bloopers also serve as powerful tools for promoting movies and television shows. They attract attention, encourage people to watch, and often become popular online. These outtakes are no longer just forgotten scenes left behind after editing. They can become widely shared moments that create excitement and bring new viewers to films and streaming platforms. These humorous scenes have become an important part of entertainment because they reveal the personalities behind the performances. They add extra enjoyment and remind audiences that even talented actors can have imperfect moments. The bloopers connected to My Cousin Vinny have created strong reactions from fans, especially from viewers who watched the movie many times without noticing these details. For many fans, discovering these hidden moments has added another layer of enjoyment to a film they already loved. What do you think about My Cousin Vinny? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Before you go, be sure to click on the video shown on your screen.